It's what non-car people don't get. They see all cars as just a ton and a half, 2 tons of wires, glass, metal and rubber. That's all they see.
In 1866, a German inventor by the name of Carl Benz invented the first car. He called it the motor wagon. In 1908, the Ford Motor Company released the Ford Model T, produced by Henry Ford. It was the first affordable car for the masses and was an instant success. Throughout the years since the car was invented, people of all ages and incomes have purchased cars. Although cars were originally made for transportation purposes, cars are much more important than that to some people. Today, we're going to see what benefits have for people who work in cars and casually drive cars, such as myself. So, first question I'm going to ask you is, why do you like cars?
I'd say I like cars because it's not really like a very common hobby to have. I'd say it's something that not many people do, so it's kind of your own personal benefit.
Do cars mean anything to you emotionally?
Oh yeah, cars. I've been around cars my entire life, so I mean, I get more happiness and serotonin from watching a nasty V8, rip down some racetrack than I do, for my birthday song. So it's probably one of the most happy places I can be.
If you could own any car, regardless of price, what would you own?
Ooh, that's a tough one. There's a lot of cars I'd like to own. My dream car, I think, ever since like the fifth grade, was to build my own like '55 Fairlane, gut it out, and kind of make it like a moonshine car. So it's kind of like a little NASCAR '55 Fairlane.
Awesome. Well, thanks for your time, Nick. I appreciate it. Before we head off to the car meet, let's change my oil. Here is a car meet. Car meets are meetups where people who are into cars, more commonly known as car enthusiasts, can meet up and talk to each other while showing off their cars. People love to express themselves through their cars in the way they choose to modify them. To be honest, it's an art form. And as much as I love hanging out with everyone, cars are meant to be driven. So let's take it to the mountains. I like to take some spirited drives out here quite often. Whether I need to clear my head or just have some fun, it's always enjoyable. Going with friends is fun, but I go alone a lot as well. Driving twisty roads is a really good way to get in the zone per se. You get this sort of tunnel vision where all that matters is the road. You get that adrenaline rush and everything feels so slow as you're in total control. It's a really good way to take your mind off of things and escape any issues you're having for a brief moment. Countless times I've gone out and been able to get some peace. Really lets you take out your frustrations and worries out in a healthy way. As long as you don't drive over your limits and stay safe, you'll really enjoy it. Looking at the beautiful scenery is super nice and relaxing too. You don't have to go down these roads super fast or aggressively. You can just cruise at whatever speed you like. As I said before, cars are an art form. When you buy a car, you're the artist. You get to do what you want with it. Whether you want to use it to cruise around town on Sundays, or build it up on the racetrack, or even take it to the mountain road with some friends just like me, it's up to you. And I think that's where cars benefit your mental health. Cars are such a good way to connect with your community and express yourself. Millions of people all over the world participate in the car community, and it's a really beautiful thing to see. From working on my car to meeting up with people to cruising down the mountains, I love every little thing about cars. They really have brought us so much joy in life and many others as well. Thank you for watching my Genius Hour presentation, and I hope you enjoyed.